Okay, good morning, guys. Today is the day. You should be completely done typing your narrative. You should have reread through your narrative. You have your dialogue, your descriptive writing, you have paragraphing, and you are almost done. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to say. So, last step is some last minute alterations, and we're going to be doing some highlighting to make sure you have every part that you need before you turn it in and have someone look at it. So this is your before you turn it in checklist. You're going to be doing some highlighting on the computer before we print them off and have peers edit them. So we are going to be highlighting in green one of the 7 leads in your packet, that you were to choose from, the lead that you chose. Okay, so we're going to highlight leads in green. And then when you have your climax, it's just a sentence or two that most, the this or that moment is going to be highlighted in red. Any character information from that characterization chart that you input into your narrative, you're going to highlight in orange. Anything that tells them how they act, what they look like, maybe their age, their gender, any physical or character traits, we're going to highlight those in orange, okay? In blue, we're going to highlight our dark blue, we're going to highlight our problem. Your dialogue, where 2 characters are talking back and forth, you had to have at least 3 lines of that. We're going to do that in light blue. And then for the first 10 sentences, you are going to highlight in light lavender purple the beginning and the end punctuation, the beginning letter and the end punctuation. The reason that we do that is oftentimes you forget to capitalize the beginning, or you forget that there should be a space between the period and the next word. Okay. I'm going to ask you to pick 5 words to change. Once you start this, I want you to highlight 5 words in yellow that you want to change. And then if you look through this narrative checklist packet in the very back, it gives you great descriptive words to use. I want you to change 5. For example, if you said a lot or asked in your dialogue, those are great words to change to give your writing more description. And then in the end, you're going to highlight your solution to the problem in pink. And if you don't have a solution to your problem, we need to do some work on that narrative. So how do I highlight? Well, I have part of a sample narrative that I started writing, and here it is. It's called Archie Smith, Boy Wonder. And if we were reading through this, and let's just pretend that it's done. It's actually just the introduction here is what we have. The first thing that on my narrative checklist it says that I need to do is highlight in green my lead. So I go and I make sure, okay, Archie, dinner time, Archie could hear his mother's voice echo from upstairs. Well, I started off with a dialogue lead, so I'm going to highlight that in green because I have one of the 7 types of leads we learned about. So I go up here to this A, and it says text color. I click on it, and then I want to make sure it goes to the highlight part of it, okay? And then I choose my color, green, okay? And then I go and I highlight it because I forgot to do that first. Highlight what you want to be colored, then go up here and press highlight and then color, and there's your green color. As you can see, I've already started highlighting the beginning and the end of the sentence. So here is the first example right here. Do you see how there is a period, then a space, and then a capital letter? Make sure you always have one space, then your next capital letter. Another key that your teachers do not want to see in a final draft is a lowercase I. Go through, capitalize them all. Please, we beg you. Okay. The next thing on our list that we need to do is highlight our climax in red. Well, in my story, unfortunately, we are not to the climax, but what I do have are some character things that I wanted to show you in orange. So, Mom, the kids don't like me. I'm different, stated Archie sorrowfully. Well, yeah, that tells kind of about him, doesn't it? So that is his character. That's why I have this in orange. Another thing that I need to do is highlight my dialogue in light blue. So as you can see here, Archie Reynolds Smith, his mother screamed, "You get off that computer this instant and come eat dinner with your family." "Mom, I only have 1 line of code left before my gamma ray is finished," Archie pleaded. "Now," his mother bellowed. Now make sure when you're doing your dialogue, you indent for a new paragraph every time you have a new person speaking. So I'm just going to highlight all of that in light blue. So again, I go up to my A, I click highlight, and then I pick my color. And there we go. So you're going to go through this, and you're going to go through this process for each of those colors, and make sure that you actually have that stuff. Because when I go to grade your work, or when your teacher goes to grade your work, we are going to be scanning, and these highlighted parts are going to help us realize, did you actually have a lead? My eyes are going to go straight there. Okay, there's their lead, there's their dialogue, there's their climax, there's their problem, there's their resolution. This is really going to be helpful, not only for you to make sure you have it, but for us when we're grading it. So, good job, and you guys go ahead and get started highlighting. If you have any questions, go see your teacher.